Bright Omorige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Vice Chancellor University of Benin, hereby certify that I am the returning officer of the 2025 Anambra State and that the winner emerged. The candidate with the highest number of votes cast and percentage have all been computed. I therefore declare that Soludo Charles Chukwuma of the APGA, I will satisfy the requirement of the law and score the highest number of votes in this election. Is hereby declared the winner and return elected.
Breaking news: Soludo sweeps all 21 local government areas, clinches landslide re-election in Anambra. My beautiful people, welcome back to Gistangle. The moment we've been waiting for is here. Incumbent Governor Chukwuma Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA has been re-elected as the governor of Anambra State, winning a decisive victory in the November 8th governorship election in Anambra State. INEC's official results showed that Governor Soludo secured 422,664 votes, comfortably defeating his closest rival, Nicholas Ukachukwu of the All Progressive Congress (APC), who obtained 99,445 votes. This overwhelming margin underscores Soludo's continued popularity and the electorate's strong endorsement of his administration. Soludo's victory meets the constitutional requirement for governorship elections, which stipulates that a candidate must secure the highest number of votes and at least 25% of votes in 2/3 of the local government areas. By winning all 21 local government areas, Soludo not only exceeded this requirement, but also demonstrated a widespread appeal across the state. Election day reportedly saw some concerns, including relatively low voter turnout and allegations of vote buying in certain areas, though this did not appear to affect the final outcome. So my people, how do you see this election? Governor Chukwuma Soludo has just been re-elected and the results are nothing short of remarkable. Winning all 21 local government areas in Anambra State is a statement few would have predicted, and it naturally raises both admiration and curiosity. To some, such a complete sweep may seem unusual, while to others, it reflects the governor's strong connection with the electorate and the resonance of his policies across the state. First, Soludo's political brand carries immense weight in Anambra. As an incumbent, he has had the advantage of visibility, having overseen policies and projects that resonate with the electorate. His administration's emphasis on economic development, infrastructural improvements, and social programs has arguably strengthened his appeal across the state. For many voters, these tangible achievements translate into trust, and trust often translates into votes. On the other hand, some critics and analysts suggest that the comprehensive nature of the victory raises questions. Allegedly, there were reports of low voter turnout in certain areas, alongside claims of campaign influence that may have affected voter behavior. While these reports remain unverified, they are part of the political conversation and help us to understand why some may find a complete local government area sweep surprising. In a state as politically vibrant and diverse as Anambra, complete unanimity across all regions is rare, which might make today's result a topic of scrutiny as much as celebration. It is also important to consider the opposition. Nicholas Ukachukwu and the APC may not have been able to mobilize sufficient support, but this is only part of the story. Allegedly, differences in campaign strategy, ground-level engagement, and party structures may have played a role in limiting the opposition's impact. Yet, it would be unfair to suggest that opposition supporters did not turn out in numbers. Rather, Soludo's campaign may have simply resonated more strongly across the state. From a political perspective, a victory of this magnitude provides both opportunity and responsibility. A governor re-elected with such widespread support carries the mandate not only to continue existing programs, but also to reach beyond the base that delivered the victory. Soludo's second term is therefore a moment to consolidate gains, listen to dissenting voices, and ensure that governance remains inclusive, even in areas where political support may have been weaker in past cycles. Furthermore, the sweep across all local government areas, while unusual, can also be interpreted as a reflection of political cohesion in Anambra at this moment. It is a reminder that elections are not only about numbers, they are about sentiment, perception, and trust in leadership. Ultimately, weighing both sides, this victory is both remarkable and instructive. It highlights the potency of incumbency when coupled with strategic governance, the importance of effective communication with constituents, and the continuing need for transparency and voter engagement. Soludo now faces the challenge of turning these political endorsements into substantive long-term progress for Anambra, meeting expectations, addressing disparities, and ensuring that all citizens, regardless of political affiliation, feel represented and heard. In conclusion, today's election is a statement not only about Soludo's personal popularity or APGA's dominance, but also about the evolving political landscape of Anambra State. It reminds us that while victories may sometimes appear unusually large, they are always grounded in a complex interplay of leadership, perception, and the hopes and aspirations of the electorate. How the administration responds to this expectation in the coming term will ultimately define whether this sweeping victory translates into lasting impact. So, my people, what do you think about Soludo's landslide victory? A sign of strong performance or weak opposition? Do you believe it's normal or unusual for a candidate to win all local government areas in a governorship election? How would you rate Soludo's first time in office on a scale of 1 to 10? What key areas do you think the governor should focus on in his second term? Do you think APGA's dominance in Anambra is good for political stability or a challenge for healthy competition? How can voter turnout be improved in future elections across Anambra? What message does this result send to other political parties in the state? If you were advising Soludo, what's the first policy you would want him to tackle right away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss respectfully.
It's Gistangle.